Previously on Blood Moon, Travis goes out for dinner. The house was well protected. A 6-man security team patrolled the grounds, while a 7th man circled the block in an unmarked car. I thought it was a little excessive for a guy that claimed to be a man of the people, but it didn't matter. Since storming the place was out of the question, I waited till around 2 in the morning and snuck past the guards. After climbing up to the 2nd floor balcony, I was able to enter the house through the sliding doors. I didn't need the layout to find him. All I had to do was follow his scent. The last room at the end of the hall was the jackpot. Lancaster and his wife were sound asleep. The problem was, there were kids in the house. I could smell them. As a general rule, I don't kill kids. Granted, there's been a couple of times my hand was forced, but I do my best to avoid it. The problem here was, when the screaming started, the kids would do one of 2 things. Either they would hide, or they would come running to see what was happening. I just hoped they would hide. Opening the door and slipping into the hall, I closed the distance while partially shifting to my natural form. Not going full wolf takes a lot of muscle control, but it was the only way I could pull this off. When I got to the door, I eased it open without making a sound and crept inside, eyes locked on my targets. I slowly shut the door. The instant it closed, I attacked. Taking a step forward and launching myself towards the bed, I almost immediately came in contact with the missus. She had just enough time to open her eyes before my claws ripped through her lower jaw and throat. The impact of me landing on the bed broke it. Well, that also woke Frank, but he never got a chance to react. The first and last thing he saw when he opened his eyes was the inside of my mouth before I bit into his skull. Shocked and a little proud of myself for not making much noise, I chewed down my snack as I went to the window. Taking a quick look around for the guards, I scanned the yard, making sure the coast was clear before opening it. Smiling to myself, I climbed out, dropped down, and was gone before anyone knew what happened. Once I was a few miles away, I cleaned myself up, spent time wandering around. The trap was set. It was just a matter of time till Price showed up, and I was trying to picture how things would go. Chapter 11, Taking Over. It had been 2 days since the Lancaster murders, and I was starting to think Price wasn't coming. Skip, on the other hand, wasn't doing so well. The Lycan Society were doing what they could for him, but between his age and condition, it wasn't looking good. On the home front, we sold the last of Lonnie's stash, but couldn't get rid of the stuff Nate got from the party. We needed to know what we were dealing with, and who we were dealing to. The first person we thought of was Oz. The second he saw the vial, he went wide-eyed.
Holy shit, where'd you get that?
Shaking his head, Nate held up one of the vials.
Don't worry about where it came from. What is it?
Shifting his eyes between the two of us, Oz told us to hold on. Quickly coming from behind the counter, he hurried over and locked the doors. Turning his attention back to us and nervously scratching at his arm, he confessed.
The dude I got it from called it Void. Got any more?
Tossing him the vial, Nate nodded.
Who is he, and where can we find him?
Holding up the vial to the light and smiling, Oz shrugged.
I bartend at private parties with a pal of mine. We got hired to do an event in Valley Heights. The guy who gave it to me was there. He was passing them out. I never got his name.
My patience was running thin, and I snapped. This is a waste of fucking time. Do you know anybody who's moving weight? We need a new contact. This shit ain't selling. Oz thought about it for a second, then nodded.
Yeah, man, I know a guy, but you're not gonna like his prices. His name's Cuddy. He lives in that big trailer park near the preserves. What's it called? Pine Shadows. Yeah, that's it. Gotta warn you though, the dude's no joke. He's old school. Don't go out there messing around.
With that, he pulled out his phone and made the call. On the trip out there, we decided to track down Lizzie. Oz wasn't lying. We paid nearly twice the going rate and got half of what we needed. The only upside was we didn't have to worry about transporting it. His people would drop off the product as soon as we had the cash. As a show of good faith, we didn't have to pay a delivery fee. It wasn't the best deal, but it was better than nothing. Now that we were back in business, it was time to go get Lizzie. Since we knew where she was, she wouldn't be hard to find. Just like the last time, she wasn't happy to see us. She was ready for a fight. She charged in and stopped when she saw me standing there with Nate in his wolf form. Shifting her eyes between the two of us, she stepped back, and I held up my hands. Relax, we ain't here for that. I'm gonna make you an offer. You don't have to accept it, but I think you should. We're building something in the city, and we need your help. Every pack needs a queen, and we want it to be you. She huffed, then snarled, and stepped back a second time. I could tell she was about to run, so I locked eyes with her, and she instinctively put her head down. I know how it sounds, but it's not what you think. All you have to do is play the role and make it look good. In return, you get a place to stay and enough cash to start a new life when this is over. I guess the offer struck a nerve because she immediately started shifting back into her human form. When she was done, she got to her feet and sneered at the two of us.
So you want me to help you?
She paused, pretending to think it over.
Why in the fuck would I do that?
This is gonna happen whether you help or not. This way, you'll be protected when the others come. If you're not with us, they will find you and make you a slave and use you to pump out babies. When they're done, they'll cut off your hands, rip your teeth out, then dump you somewhere to starve to death. That's if you're lucky. The odds are, since you're not one of theirs, they will torture you for days, then eat you. One way or another, you're getting dragged into this. You might as well get something out of it. Giving me a disgusted glare, she silently stormed back to her den without saying a word. After a few minutes, she came back fully dressed, carrying a bottle of water. Opening it and gulping down half of it, she looked at me and frowned.
My answer is hell no. You and your little butt buddy over there can go play in some fucking traffic. I'll take my chances on my own.
Laughing and lighting a cigarette, I looked around. There's nowhere for you to go, trust me. I've been running a long time. This is the only way out. You don't have to like it, but if you want to survive, you should come with us. If looks could kill, the glare in her stare would have put me on the ground. Hurling her water bottle at me, she started to charge, but Nate cut her off. Before she could take 2 steps, he slammed her and knocked her to the ground. Damn, that looked like it hurt. Smiling, I strolled over and squatted next to her. Like I said, we didn't come out here to fight. What's done is done. I can't fix it. Love it or hate it, you're one of us. The only way forward is together. So get up, dust yourself off, and get with the fucking program. This is a win. You're not gonna get a better deal, and anything else is gonna get you fucking killed. I stood up and extended my hand to help her up. To my surprise, she took it, shoving me away. She glanced at Nate, then back at me.
So I guess ruining my damn life once wasn't good enough for you? Well, fuck you. Seriously, why are you asking me? You know what? Never mind. Don't answer that. Okay, fine. You want my help? Then I want $2 million. And a fucking guarantee that I'll never see you again when this is over.
$2 million? Are you out of your fucking mind? I paused to laugh, then got serious. I could force you to do it and not give a shit. How about 500,000, and I promise not to rip your arms off and beat you to death? Grumbling something under her breath, she went back to her den to collect her things. As she walked off, I turned my attention to Nate, who was in the process of shifting back to his human form. We're gonna have to keep an eye on her, but this was a good call. How are we looking on the AKN front? Are we any closer to getting a sit-down with their leader? Grabbing the backpack I brought with his clothes in it, Nate shrugged and started getting dressed.
Sorta. I mean, I know where we can find them, but they don't want to talk. They want payback for the 3 guys we put down, and I don't think we're gonna be able to talk them out of it.
Fuck it. We'll do it the hard way. We don't have time to play goddamn games. Motioning to Lizzie, as she came toward us, Nate nodded.
Bet. So where are we gonna put her?
The truth is, I didn't have an answer. Neither of us had time to watch her, so we gave her 2 choices. 1, we put her up at my place and hope it worked out. 2, have her stay with Skip, while the Lycan Society kept an eye on both of them. Of course, she chose the Lycan Society, which was fine by me, but Nate didn't like the idea. According to him, we were putting too much power in their hands. If something went wrong, they would have leverage, and he didn't like it. His solution was to put her up in a hotel and keep her off everyone's radar until we needed her. It was a smart play. We were going to have to trust her sooner or later, and this was the safest option. Naturally, she milked the situation for all it was worth and picked the most expensive hotel she could think of. In the end, we gave her what she wanted. When we got back to the city, we set her up with a room at the Icon, then went back to work. Tonight was going to be a big night. One way or the other, we were putting this AKN business to bed, and I couldn't wait. We drove straight from the hotel to where the AKN's leader was supposed to be, and I was a little shocked. Dealing with gangsters, I've come to expect a certain level of stereotypical shit. Trap houses, clubs, bars, trailer parks, and the occasional meth lab in the woods are all pretty standard. Now, I was in a quiet suburb setting across the street from a hair salon, thinking Nate was playing a joke. What the fuck are we doing here? I feel like we should get arrested just for being in this goddamn neighborhood.
Give it a second. You'll see.
After about 10 minutes, a car pulled into the parking lot and a woman got out. As she went into the salon, Nate pointed at the car and nodded.
See the guy waiting in the car? He's an AKN runner. Every couple of hours they make drops here. The big man does the count while the chick gets her hair touched up. If the money's right, the chick gets the location for the next pickup, then she gets back in the car and off they go. They got men in the building, but they stay in the back, and there's only 2 of them, along with the boss.
Who is this guy, and what is his name?
Boone. He's been around for a while. He used to be a hitter for some guys out of Detroit. He knows who we are. He won't risk losing this spot by shooting the place up, but once we walk in there, they're not gonna let us out.
Good. I'm hungry. Let's get this over with. Getting in the building was surprisingly simple. We walked in like anybody else. We didn't know the greeter, but she sure knew us. As soon as we walked in, she pulled a gun from under the counter. Rather than pointing it at us, she kept it in her hand while she talked.
Keep your hands where I can see them, and go that way.
Motioning to the door at the rear of the salon, she stepped back as we passed. Once we were a good distance from her, she stepped out and followed us till we got to the door. When we stopped, the greeter gave one of the stylists a nod. She hit a button at her station. There was a loud buzz, followed by the sound of a door being unlocked. When it opened, we were staring down the barrels of 2 assault rifles. Once we'd been patted down and Nate's guns had been taken away, we were led to a small office where Boone was waiting. If low-key was a person, it would be this guy. He was about 6 feet tall, average build, and dressed like he was on the way to do the laundry. The second he saw us, he frowned and shook his head.
Well, if it ain't Ren and Stimpy. You motherfuckers have been a problem since day one. At first, I respected the game. You boys had product and you were moving it. The prices you were pushing were suspect, but hey, do your thing. I was willing to let that slide. My people didn't like it, but business is business. Then you killed 3 of my guys. Now you see this is where shit gets messy. The only reason I haven't given my boys the green light is because you have something I want. Your connect. You link me with your supply and make the introduction, and I might let you live.
Chuckling to myself, I nudged Nate with my elbow, then pointed at Boone and smirked. This guy, he still thinks he's got a choice. Let me explain something. Fuck you, fuck your gang, and fuck everything you stand for. We don't care. The only reason you're still alive is because I want you to hear your dumbass speech, and now that it's over... I let the statement hang there and nudged Nate again. That second nudge was the signal. In the blink of an eye, he turned around, grabbed the goon with the gun, and hurled him at his buddy. While Nate was taking care of them, I leapt over the desk, grabbed Boone by the neck, and had him pinned against the wall. Getting good and close so he could see my eyes changing, I growled. The city is ours. As the sound of Nate tearing into the goons filled the room.
Well now, that turned dark and disturbing rather quickly. I guess Boone learned the hard way not to mock Travis and Nate. Things are really starting to heat up and get messy.
Is that the right button?
No, that's not right. Here, press this.
Oh, come on. Quit it, Archie. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, sure. That's what you said when you got the last intern stuck in the vat fryer. Talk about heating up and getting messy.
Oh, well, excuse me, mine puppet Führer. If I remember correctly, you were the one that wanted to see what would happen.
Guys, we can hear you. Unfortunately.
Oh, hey, Steve. Sorry about that. We were just wondering, is Dead Tex still around? We were kind of hoping that her touchy-feely lack of boundaries had exited the building.
Yeah, we don't really do good with the whole, you're so cute thing. We've sort of worked hard on culturing the, oh my god, a killer puppet and a Jungian shadow manifestation, aura, you know?
Not puppet. Vent figure.
Yeah, whatever. So, is she gone, Steve?
Oh, you know what, guys? She is not here today. She is at another studio. She is actually working. Unlike you two.
That would be us 3? Hey, Steve.
Oh, hi, Jesse. Glad to see you decided to make it the 3 amigos. Or would that be stooges?
Oh, well, I kind of have to be around for, that one.
I'm right here, you know.
Yeah, I know. I got a pharmaceutical company just begging me to try a new drug to fix that. So, back to the subject. These two wanted to come back for a visit. but they were a bit creeped out by Dead Tech's sudden, overwhelming kindness towards them. Yeah. Why did the Night Watcher hire Mary Poppins anyway? Doesn't your HR department frown upon that kind of thing?
Well, we do have an HR department, but it now stands for Human Recycling. You know, and you know why. It's because you guys started hanging around and there have been an excess of corpses stacking up lately.
Well, I, for one, am glad because that means we get to spend more time with you, Steve. I'm not so sure that the Night Watcher made the best hiring decision when...
I'm not so sure you should be questioning the boss of this little operation. Remember, none of us have ever really met him. I mean, we get our requests from him on old parchment paper stuffed under my pillow. Weird. How about you, Steve? Have you ever met him?
Let me ponder this one. You know, come to think of it, I've never met him either. I always just find a weathered old scroll telling me to report here in my mailbox.
Oh, come on, you guys. Of course he's just a normal guy, like one of us, right?
Normal.
Who dares speak my name with such blatant disregard?
Yikes! That would be Archie.
Archibald Carlyle, I see. I am very disappointed in you. And you!
Who? Me?
Yes, of course you. You twit. Running away from a young human girl? Very disappointing indeed. What do you both have to say for yourselves?
Well, she wanted to hug us. She wanted to embrace us with love and snuggles.
And she even wanted to give us cuddly kisses on our little foreheads. Ugh, yuck.
Oh, good Lord.
And you, Cornet, the wrangler of this malevolent circus of misfit monkeys. Do you have anything to say on behalf of your bungling, oblivious minions? Speak quickly before I pronounce judgment.
On the advice of my counsel, I respectfully assert my Fifth Amendment rights. How was that, guys? Oh, brilliant. There's no way that that'll make you look even more guilty.
Silence! Imbeciles!
Since love and joy are not your thing, I sentence you both to exile at the happiest place on earth.
No!
Not that. Anything but that.
Yes, Disneyland. To be trapped on the It's a Small World After All ride. You will suffer the consequences until you have learned that love is the only way.
Oh, man. This is all your fault.
My fault? You're the one that was concerned she would scuff your finish. This is cruel and unusual punishment. You can't do this. We have rights, you know. Wow. If I would have known it was that easy to get rid of them, I would have taken up necromancy long ago.
Now, Mr. Steve Taylor, I have been very impressed with your work here at Dark and Disturbed Tales. So, I am promoting you to executive producer. Congratulations.
So, anything in your bag of tricks for little old me?
Oh, yes. Cornet. If that is what your name really is, I have something very special in store for you. You are now exiled to the bowels of Dark and Disturbed Tale Studios, with the stipulation that when your minions return, you will teach them the proper way to be evil as to embrace love. Understood?
Not really.
Excellent.
Well, I should probably head downstairs now.
Yeah. I guess we're all wrapped up here.
All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself.
Well, wow. That was interesting. And weird. And terrifying all at the same time. Well, friends, I have to go change my shorts. I hope you will join myself and whatever carnival of craziness the darkness will unfold on the next episode of Dark and Disturbed Tales. May the darkness embrace you.